Get ready to uncover some mind-blowing surprises about iconic landmarks you thought you knew inside out. From the nation's capital to Lady Liberty shining bright, these awe-inspiring structures have mysteries hiding in plain sight, secrets that have remained untold until now. Let's dive into the unknown and kickstart our journey with a legendary fortress of Texas pride, the Alamo. Can we guess if its walls have stories left untold like those spine-tingling episodes from Unsolved Mysteries? Fast forward to a fascinating Alamo dig, where a camera crew uncovered the remnants of an ancient well, sparked by a cryptic historical map that had been hiding in plain sight. Though the team didn't strike gold that time around, whispers of hidden treasure persist, and some believe the site holds more than just dusty artifacts, possibly even the remains of those who bravely defended it. The legend also claims one of the chapel walls is home to a mysterious skull with an unknown story to tell. But here's the kicker. Some experts think the real reason behind this top-secret project wasn't just about upgrading pipes and wires. It might have been a clever cover-up for a state-of-the-art emergency bunker, hidden beneath the nation's most famous address. Can you imagine being one of the select few with access to this underground lair? But here's the thing, folks. What looks like top-secret shenanigans might actually be some much-needed TLC. The General Services Administration spilled the beans, revealing that those tall fences and construction chaos were all part of a major overhaul for the building's outdated air conditioning and electrical systems. Still, we can't help but wonder, what else could be hiding behind those barriers? Maybe it's not a trapdoor to a secret bunker, but who knows? Maybe our imaginations aren't so far off, because let's face it, the White House is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Buckle up, folks. Let's dive into a secret world beneath our nation's capital that's got many wondering. Are these tunnels really connected to iconic spots like the White House, Blair House, or even Camp David? 3 presidents, Truman, Roosevelt, and Reagan, allegedly expanded these underground systems during their terms. But here's the catch, there's no solid proof to back up these rumors, leaving us with more questions than answers. Get ready to uncover some mind-blowing secrets about the Lincoln Memorial. While many visitors focus on finding Jefferson Davis' hidden image in Lincoln's hair, there's a much deeper story woven throughout this iconic monument. Take a closer look at those mysterious Roman faces supporting Lincoln's hands. They're not just any ordinary sculptures. These classical symbols of power represent the strong foundation of authority that Lincoln embodied. You'll find an even more striking example at the base of the steps, 13 bundles of rods, topped with an eagle's head, paying tribute to the original 13 states and symbolizing Lincoln's unwavering dedication to preserving the unity of our nation. Buckle up, history buff. There's a pretty famous secret at the Lincoln Memorial that many visitors miss. And no, it's not an Easter egg in a movie. You might have overlooked this fascinating fact: the Ucher typo is hiding in plain sight. If you're feeling adventurous, grab your camera and head back to the memorial. Take a closer look at the inscription on the floor beneath Abe's feet, where someone cleverly filled in the mistake with a stone that doesn't match perfectly. Talk about history coming alive. And guess what? There's even more to discover. Did you know there's an inconspicuous door hiding somewhere? Let's talk about the foundation and one of America's most iconic landmarks, the Washington Monument. Now you might be wondering, what makes this monument so special? Well, if you're into Masonic law, you'll know that its location and shape hold a ton of significance. But here's something even cooler. When the cornerstone was laid on July 4, 1848, it wasn't just any ordinary object being hidden inside. We're talking about a Holy Bible. Can you imagine what kind of powerful symbols and messages are behind this placement? Get ready for some serious elevation. High above, another cryptic clue hides from plain sight, and it takes some serious altitude to spot it. Topping off this iconic monument is a 9-inch aluminum pyramid, an engineering feat back in the day when metal was as precious as it sounds. Carved onto its surface are 2 simple, yet powerful words, Los Dio, which translates to praise be to God. Now, let's head across the country to another American treasure, Fort McHenry. You might have guessed it by now, but this star-shaped fortress isn't just a pretty sight. Its strategic design isn't just about defense, it holds a special place in history too. But wait, there's more. The flag that Francis Scott Key saw during that historic moment is still proudly standing tall within Fort McHenry's walls. Talk about a piece of history staying put. You'll also discover an amazing tradition here. Every time Old Glory gets a brand new design, it makes its debut flying high above this very fort. And get ready to be starstruck, because you can actually see the very first 49 and 50 star flags right alongside that iconic original. What an incredible experience awaits at this monument. Buckle up, history lovers. No Lewis trip would be complete without scaling the iconic Gateway Arch, an engineering marvel standing tall at 630 feet, second only to the Eiffel Tower worldwide. Once you're whisked away by tram to the top, check out the keystone, the game-changing support piece holding together the other 141 sections of this colossal monument. But what's even more fascinating is that right before the keystone was put in place, a time capsule was sealed with over 750,000 locals on board, including many eager school kids, and some truly unique items to preserve for generations to come. Get this, inside the Statue of Liberty's torch lies a secret room that lets you see an awe-inspiring cityscape. But it was closed off in 1916 after German saboteurs detonated explosives at a nearby dock. Those blasts sent debris into Lady Liberty's arm, making the stairway to this hidden gem unsafe. Now, you might think you know all about this iconic lady, but hold. There's another jaw-dropping secret waiting for you at the end of this video. Now, let's unwrap a fascinating mystery surrounding Thomas Jefferson's memorial. As you gaze up at this iconic monument, your mind probably bursts with one burning question. Where exactly does our founding father's statue seem to be looking? Many think he's keeping a watchful eye on the White House, but surprisingly, that's not the case at all. In reality, Jefferson is actually gazing towards the east, directly at the U.S. Treasury building, which was right in front of him when this masterpiece was first unveiled. Now let's break down this statue scene. Alexander Hamilton, first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, staring straight at Thomas Jefferson. What's going on here? Well, Ranger Michael Kelly from the National Park Service spills the tea. Jefferson's gaze isn't random. But before we get into that, let's look at George Washington's take on all this. He envisioned a country where people identified as Americans first, and not tied to any particular party or faction, a truly unified nation. But was he successful in his vision? Fast forward to America's growing pains and the face-off between two heavy hitters, Jefferson and Hamilton. Their clashing views started splitting the administration, and soon enough, the whole country was divided into factions. Amidst this tug of war, a unifying figure stood tall, President Washington, whose statue now stands proudly between his rivals. Although he tried to bring them together for the greater good, it seems his efforts fell short, but we'll get back to that later. Let's talk about another iconic American landmark that attracts millions each year, Mount Rushmore, where almost 3 million curious visitors make their way every year to witness the awe-inspiring grandeur of 4 U.S. presidents carved into rock. Get ready for some mind-blowing secrets beneath the monument. As you walk along the iconic Avenue of the Flags, taking in the massive 6-story carvings of America's greatest presidents, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Roosevelt, you might be missing a major part of the story. Unbeknownst to most visitors, there's a hidden tunnel within this very monument, initially designed as the Hall of Records. Although unfinished, it holds some pretty incredible secrets. Behind Honest Abe's likeness lies an unexpected chamber. And if you look closer, you'll find a titanium vault safeguarding the biographies of these 4 U.S. icons, replicas of the Declaration of Independence, and other treasured historical relics. Get ready to uncover one of Lady Liberty's most powerful secrets. As we've explored how the Statue of Liberty was a French gift symbolizing freedom and unity, let's dive deeper into an often overlooked detail: the broken chain on her right foot. What does this symbol mean, and why is it cleverly hidden under her flowing robe? But here's the thing. Many people believe the broken shackles symbolize freedom from slavery, but the truth is more complex. The National Park Service shed some light, saying that in 1866, when Lady Liberty was unveiled, this powerful image wasn't yet a reality for African Americans. It's only after the statue became an iconic symbol of hope did the black press start to share their perspectives and reveal how romanticized the Statue of Liberty actually was, a stark contrast to the harsh realities of racism that persisted in America long after the Civil War. So we've hit a major turning point. Let's break it down. The monument that was once thought to be an embodiment of democracy and freedom didn't quite live up to its promise, especially for African Americans. Instead of standing for equality and justice, this statue exposed the harsh reality that America claimed to be free and fair for all but clearly wasn't.